Hi everybody. So I have missed about 3 days of reading spooky stories. I did make a video before this talking about like how I have really not been like doing the best. I've just been a little depressed lately, whatever. As you can tell, my face is breaking out. So I just kind of like stopped doing them for the past 3 days. So this is for day 6, 7, and 8. This story is pretty long though, so I am just going to be reading one story despite me missing 3 days. Like I said, it's a whole page long, so I'm just gonna read the one and then that's it. And then try not to miss any more days. I also haven't written any new stories, so I am thinking that I hope that I don't miss any days anymore, because I do want to try and read a story going up to Halloween. So if I can do that, that's my goal. If not, I don't know. I'm gonna start and try and make more stories again, but I just have not been feeling the best, like I said. Also, I finally washed my hair so I can have my hair down, but that means you can also see my fucking hairline, which is crazy, or whatever the hell this is called. It's just, I hate it. I'm 20 and this is what my hair looks like. Anyways, I do hope you enjoy the video, and I hope these keep getting views. Okay, so the story is called Who Is That? And it's written on 5/9/2022. When I was 5, my parents had surprised me with a puppy to celebrate completing kindergarten. He was my dream dog, a golden retriever. We were instant best friends, and for the next 10 years, we were inseparable. But sadly, with Flash, the puppy, getting older, he started to slow down a bit with age. The next 4 years went by smoothly, with dealing with high school and having a job, along with spending time with Flash. I turned 18, graduated, and got ready to move out of my parents' home and into my own apartment. At this point, Flash was 13 years old, but still in good health, so no worries with him. That summer after high school, me and Flash finally moved into our own apartment, and for a while all was okay until I started my new job. I started to notice a difference with Flash. He started to always hide when I wasn't home, began barking more, sleeping less, and eating less. I brought him to the vet thinking it was age or stress of the move, or he maybe was even lonely. The vet said he was in clean health and he just needed more time getting adjusted to the new environment. I took him home and immediately the strange behavior started up again. Honestly, I was fed up with it, so I decided to go find the real source to Flash's behavior. So I headed to the store and bought 2 cameras so I could figure out what was really going on when I wasn't home. When I had gotten home to set up the cameras, I had noticed Flash hiding under the table. When I looked around the corner, I noticed my fridge was wide open with all the food pulled out of it. At first I thought it was Flash, but then I realized it would be impossible for him to do such a thing. That was my breaking point. I set up the cameras to make sure Flash was okay, then sadly I had to get ready for work. Part of me was excited to see something on the cameras, and another part of me was scared to find something on the cameras. When I arrived at home, I looked at the cameras and checked on Flash. Flash seemed okay, and the cameras showed nothing. Frustrated, I decided to head to bed and check again in the morning. When I had gotten up in the morning, I immediately checked the cameras, and yet again, there was nothing. I was a bit frustrated, but I had to head to work for a long shift, so I took care of Flash and went to work, hoping that while I was gone, something would happen on the cameras. After a long shift, I had gotten home, and in shock, the kitchen was trash. I ran through the apartment calling for Flash, calling the direction of his bark. I found him locked in the bathroom. I ran to comfort him, then ran to go check on the cameras. I was shocked. I couldn't believe what I had seen. A deranged man came crawling out of the attic into my apartment that I didn't even know about. He was torturing my dog, stealing my food, and even showering in my apartment while I was sleeping or out working. I called the cops, grabbed Flash, and ran out of the apartment. When the cops arrived, I showed them the footage and they began the search for the man. 2 hours later, they found him. They said he was living there for months. that not only was he supposed to be on meds, but he was also supposed to be in a mental hospital, but he had escaped. The next morning, I had moved out of my apartment and moved back with my parents. That story was 20 years ago, and sadly, a year later, Flash had passed away, but I'll forever be grateful for him. Without him, I don't know if I'd be here right now, so more of the story is get cameras and always listen to your pet's warnings. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Like I said, that was kind of a long one, but I do hope you enjoy it, and I will try and not miss any more days and be back tomorrow to read more. So that is all for today's video. Bye everybody.